welcome to another video, and I'm doing a used caravan. Now, nothing unusual in that, as you may think, because Andy, you're always doing used caravans, and I do like my used Taurus as well as the new. But this one is a little bit different. This is in an Inos, that's how you pronounce it, by the Fifth Wheel Company. Now, the Fifth Wheel Company produce these fifth wheel trailers, and you'll have seen them knocking about. You don't see many. You have to buy a pickup truck that's like a Nissan Navara or something like that, and that's what you used, and popped it on the back of that, and you had your fifth wheeler. Now, fifth wheelers have never been very popular in the UK, it's an American thing, but the Fifth Wheeler Company also produced their first caravan, and I've done a couple of reviews for Practical Caravan on them when they were new, and I went down to the factory, and the factory was very impressive. When I say it was very impressive, it was absolutely gleaming. You could have actually had your lunch off the floor. It was really incredibly, everything was very clinical in it, and they had their own like little showroom and everything. It was a really nice setup. Now, I've lost touch with the Fifth Wheel Company, and I don't know what they're doing these days. I must actually make contact. But anyway, this is a 2010. This is coming at Red Lion Caravan Centre, just outside of Southport. A dealership I've been coming here since, well, 2004, and before that I can remember coming as a kid in around 1970, 71, something like that, when they used to be down at by the Red Lion pub. Anyway, let's get back to this. These are one big beast of a caravan. It's a twin axle, as you've seen from the exterior pictures, and it's a slide out. Now, we know about Affinity, or some people don't know about Affinity. They produce slide out. Disaster. I've not heard any problems of these having leaks or anything on these slide outs, but I don't know how many of these they've built, to be quite honest with you. I've only ever seen one or two on the road, and it's the first time I've seen one used for some years. Now, this is no mover on it, and the guys were pushing it back and, you know, shoving it back themselves, and that sort of told me that this van has been used as a seasonal pitch, by the stains coming down from the side there from it being open. I think this has been left open along, you know, during the season, then closed up for winter time. But anyway, these were a big van, and with that extending side makes them feel even bigger. But let's crack on, and let's start at the back end. Well, just above the back, the doors at the back here, just above is the control panel. You've got these corner units here. The old handles coming a bit loose. Big deep corners. These vans were really well made. The way they did them was very, very good. I remember being very impressed. This is a bench cum seat. It's got vents in there for the heating, and this of course is the side dinette area, which obviously is part of the slide out, which obviously makes all that extra bit of room. It came with a TV, which is an Avtex, so this is a very comfortable area. You can see why somebody would want this as a seasonal pitch. It's in very good condition. I think it's up for about 23,000, something like that. The walls may look a little bit sort of, how can I put it, a bit creamy now. I think they were originally quite white before when they were new. But I remember being fairly impressed with these, and you know, as I say, they were niche. I know they try to sell some, I think the odd ones went into Germany, I'm not sure, but they had a made in Great Britain Union Jack on the front. I don't know if that went down very well. But anyway, a Rimor roof vent here that used to be put in Avondales and Baylors actually, and decent side window, no curtains of course, it's just fly screens and blinds. Right, so let's get over to the kitchen area. Now, the kitchen is a fair old chunk of kitchen. Drawers and everything slides back. Now, you'd be surprised, it isn't a dual fuel hob, it's 4 gas burners. That might bother some people, might not bother others, I don't know. Catch here for the slide out drawer. And the sink really wasn't very big. It was quite a small sink drainer, because they could have got a big one in there, maybe up a little bit more, give a bit more work surface here. But it's the old Thetford fridge, which you've got to be careful because some of these did give a lot of problems. There's Aldi heating in here, of course, and these cupboards are pretty high up. Again, these handles have worked themselves loose. There's a domestic air extractor fan here. Again, look at those handles are really, they need really tightening up. I mean, obviously that'll be sorted before the van goes out to its customer, whoever buys it. But I mean, this van is, as I say, is a fair old chunk. Microwave up there. When you think how nice it is, sort of, you know, don't forget this van's now 13 going on 14 years old. The microwave, you'd have thought they may have sort of made more of a feature of that and made that sort of look more to gel in with its surroundings. Main socket there. Not a lot of main sockets in here, but I suppose that's something you could always fit in. One down the bottom end of the settee there. But it is a big kitchen and big drawers, and everything seems to be pretty well made and has lasted quite well. We shall now go to this wardrobe. Again, these handles are coming loose again. I'm not even going to force that because I don't know what's holding that back. But there's drawers at the base here. They're okay. And I'll take you into the washroom and also into the loo area too. Are you blown away with this? I'm asking myself. Are you blown away? Let me know your comments. Right, well, this is a shower. One piece unit. Decent size. Wheel arch comes in a little bit there, but that's pretty normal. And let's just twiddle over to the actual washroom itself. Now it's pretty dark here because there's no window. I mean, it doesn't look dark on the camera because the camera's substituting the light, but big mirror there. Thetford loo, not a domestic one. Nicely finished off. Quite a bit of decent storage in there. In very good, I say, very good condition. Whoever's had this, they've really looked after it. There's also an extractor fan at the top. Right, while we're in here, let's get into the main area, which is the fixed bed, island bed here. You've got two small wardrobes there, overhead lockers there. Again, another Imor roof vent there, and it looks like it's crazed a bit. That I don't know whether that's just down to age or not. But you've got your two wardrobes there, not overly big, but a memory foam mattress on there, which looks okay. Some reading lamps there. A bit of a surprise there. At the very top there, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's where that seal is, it looks a little bit, I never noticed that when they were new. It just looks a little bit tacky, as though it could possibly leak in there, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. But the bed does, he says, lift up, and it does. So you got a bit of storage under there. Freestanding table. Ooh. And you've got also another TV up there too. It's pretty basic by today's standards, but yeah. Anyway, on the whole, this is a very good condition van. Bit unusual. Let's have a summary anyhow. Well, what do you think of this? This is pretty rare. I saw one on the motorway a while ago, I think it was last year. But mainly, they couldn't have made very many of them. I think they stopped making them a few years ago now, actually. Very heavy, very solid, but on the whole, by today's standards, there's probably not a lot of equipment in them, although you do get your tellies. Tell me what you think in the comments. I think it's quite unusual, and it's good to see something a bit different from the norm. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for the video. Red Lion Caravan Centre, if you want to see it, it's here now. It might be here for a few months, it might be gone in a couple of weeks, I just don't know. But I'll see you on the next video. Please keep subscribing and please keep watching. There will be some more new caravan videos coming soon, I promise. Watch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.